Good morning, 47. We have a lead on the Shadow client. ICA White Hats have traced the anonymous data received by our clients to one Olivia Hall, brilliant young hacktivist and suspect in a dozen cases of cyber vandalism. Using onion routing with state-of-the-art encryption, Hall went to a lot of trouble to stay untraceable. She is good, but we are better. Her digital trail has led us to a remote farm in Colorado, where satellite footage has revealed what appears to be the training camp for a private militia, led by an already registered target, Sean Rose, Australian environmental terrorist and explosives expert wanted for a series of public bombings. Rose was spotted near the scene of Thomas Cross's kidnapping, which makes him our prime suspect for the Shadow client. Spurred by Eric Soders, the ICA Board of Directors has asked us to infiltrate the farm and eliminate Sean Rose, along with 3 other prominent militia members. Ezra Berg, retired Mossad interrogator, Penelope Graves, former Interpol anti-terror analyst, and finally Maya Parvati, former assassin and gunrunner for the Tamil Tigers. I'll be honest with you, 47. I consider Eric Soders' reasoning hasty and ill-advised. Now, we cannot go against the wishes of the board, but we can conduct our own investigation. Whether a direct threat to the ICA or not, we need to know the Shadow client's true agenda. I will leave you to prepare. Welcome to Colorado, 47. The militia has taken up HQ at an old apricot farm and appear to be training for a series of coordinated strikes, ranging from cyber attacks to full-blown guerrilla warfare. The Shadow client appears to unite specialists and radicals from all over the map. Mercenaries and terrorists, hackers and spies joined by an unknown common cause. Satellite scans indicate that the command room is below ground inside an old tornado shelter. Only Rose appears to have access, however, so to get inside, you will need to get creative. This environment is hostile and highly alert, so tread carefully. Good luck, 47.
Who's the freak in the mask?
The freak in the mask? The hell are you talking about?
I was just at the security station watching the feeds. There's this creepy guy interrogating the hostage. He wears like a 3D printed mask.
Oh yeah, that must be Berg. Oh yeah, man, his interrogation techniques, totally just out-of-the-box stuff. Like truth serums, drugs, that kind of thing. But none of the rough stuff. No, they don't like to mark up their patients, so to speak. Those Mossad boys like things clean and efficient.
Berg. Ezra Berg? Yeah, man, I've heard of him. Chemical interrogation expert. I guess it's his makeshift lab they've set up. Word is he can make anyone crack.
Oh man, you don't know the half of it. I mean, the stuff this guy's into, get this. Drug-induced hypnosis, memory wipes, subliminal mind control. Shit's like witchcraft.
Glad I'm not the prisoner. Christ, this next-gen warfare makes my head spin. You know, just point me in a direction and tell me who to shoot, eh?
Oh, no. You'll get to shoot. Don't worry, there'll be plenty of that.
Well, whatever Berg's up to, he better work fast. Rose is itching for some Q&A.
So here's something weird that I came across the other day.
Oh, please tell.
Well, what happened was this. You know, according to this former Secret Service guy, I'm following him on the internet, some guy in this small Italian town apparently got blown like 100 meters into the air before falling into the well in the town square, just outside the church. Local police are looking into it, or so they say. If you ask me, they should be looking at alien activity. The aliens have these tractor beams, you know? Sometimes it falls and people are dropped. Sometimes it fails and people are dropped from high in the sky. To avoid panic, the authorities cover it up with some bogus story about a bomb suddenly going off or something. I mean, please. We're not stupid.
That is some crazy shit.
So, the boss hires this former Interpol agent to do strategic analysis for us. Yeah, that's pretty smooth. If she can be trusted, of course.
Bit of a strange one. Not strange like Rose, mind you, but kind of, aloof. I heard from the technicians that she's a Cambridge graduate, top of her class, things like that, you know? Joined Interpol a few years after.
Did you know that her main focus was tracking Rose? I mean, how poetic is that?
Yeah. I don't know about poetry, but it sure is a twisted move by the boss.
Then again, she was supposed to be the best, and the boss only hires the best. I guess we'll see if she can handle things on this side of the fence.
If not, I'm sure Rose has some elaborate retirement plan ready for her.
Copy that. Let's keep this place airtight. I don't want to be the sucker who compromises the operation.
I know, but I'm freezing my ass off here. I mean, we could barely find it, so who's gonna come around?
Sure. It's kind of like that place in the mountains, the Czech Republic. Remember that? One moment, you're relaxing and taking a swim in a mountain stream. Next thing you know, you're in a crazy-ass firefight with 40 local mobsters. Man, they were riding like tractors.
Oh yeah, that time. That was just pure mayhem. Bullets flying everywhere, shit going crazy. You turn your back 1 second, that's when everything gets fucked up.
I asked the biting bird. They didn't have a clue either. So who the hell was this guy?
Concerned citizen with a chip on his shoulder?
With skills like that? Come on, man.
The boss keeps his past close to his chest. Apart from Olivia Hall, the head of the cyber unit, I don't think anyone knows who it was before. Including Sean Rose.
Suppose we're all thinking the same thing. He was one of them, right? How else could he know so much about the enemy?
Only thing that makes sense.
Wonder what they did to him. I mean, we've all felt the rage one time or another. The boss didn't start this out of charity. The hate runs deep.
We all have our reasons, mate. Don't need to know his.
Yeah? What's your reason?
I do what I'm paid to. Made my peace with that a long time ago. Still, pick the right side whenever I can afford to. Righteous money just rests lighter in your pocket.
I hear ya.
Yeah, if anyone comes around, do what you got. Do it right? Wow.
Sean Rose in charge of operations. I don't get it. Why'd the boss pick him? Why not Reynard?
The way I see it, Reynard's a lone wolf. Berg's too specialized. I mean, he's no strategist. Parvati is... well, Parvati's Parvati. I think Rose wants to lead, fiercely dedicated, completely ruthless. Did you ever hear his plan to take out Simon Devereaux, the CEO of Biosphere?
I know, he's building a bomb.
Right. So Devereaux is like, exactly like Thomas Cross. Totally impossible to get near. But also a tech geek. And he just ordered this new Link 4 smartwatch. So Rose, crazy bastard, gets the idea to turn the battery unit for a Link 4 into, get this, a bomb. And then swap the watches in delivery. One push of the button, bye-bye Devereaux.
Whew, that's pretty extreme. Enemy operative, I know, but it just seems so unsportsmanlike.
Yes, and there you have it, right on the nose. And again, that's why Rose is the head of operations. To him, the end justifies the means. And I mean, there is nothing that dead-eyed psychopath would not do. Yeah, everything in order? Nope. Everything's fine and dandy. I'm starting to wonder if we're ever gonna get to shoot anything.
Good. Stay focused, okay?
Yeah. Later.
That is Penelope Graves, acclaimed anti-terror analyst. Strange to see her as part of this crowd.
Okay.
Go and see what that was. Go, go.
Got it. Area clear.
That's a big 10-4.
What the?
Someone is playing games with me, but I'm cool. I'm keeping my cool. Over.
Freaks being brought into this camp has increased recently. Rose is on his own planet. But that new interrogation guy with the mask, what, Berg was it? What the hell's going on?
You know what? I talked to him earlier over a smoke. He's a really nice guy. Really eloquent, soft-spoken. Used to work with Mossad as a chemical interrogation expert.
Yeah, super creepy, more like it. Why the mask? Like, horrific scars? What?
Well, that's for show, isn't it? Told me Mossad kicked him out because he'd started adding hypnosis and mind control to his bag of tricks. Apparently it all got a bit too much for them with the mask. Just there to support the terror he likes to instill in his subjects. It's all rather fascinating, really.
Almost blew his head off the first time I ran into him. Came out of that lab of his, you know, with that mask. And I thought I'd come face to face with some backwater murderous cannibal type.
Yeah, guess it means the mask is working. Anyway, I'm happy he's on our side. Oh, I'd hate to be strapped to a chair, drugged to hell, and having to look at that mask while answering questions.
Hell yeah, that would suck out loud.
Okay, here's a scenario. Say a perp is getting away, right?
He's running the best he can. Let's say he's shoplifted or something. So would you tase him in the neck/face or take out a leg with a shotgun?
You know, I don't know if I should laugh or cry. I mean, sometimes you scare me, man. I don't know how to answer that.
Ah, yeah, so this is how we deal with things that we can't fully grasp or comprehend, huh? Yeah. Sorry, am I just, like, being too smart for you? Yeah, you need to deal with things that actually matter.
Blah, blah, blah. That's what I hear coming from you. Same old shit all the time.
So you got your ex-military, your mercenaries. I saw a couple of cicada guys arrive earlier. Then there's freedom fighters, intelligence specialists, cyber criminals, you name it. Half of these people probably fought each other at some point.
Oh man, that's not even counting the really freaky ones. Like left-wing terrorists like Sean Rose, corporate whatevers like Crest. And it's like the United Nations of assholes.
Yeah. And what the hell is an anarcho-primitivist?
You got me, and I don't want to know.
This is a powder keg. How does a boss even hope to unite these freaks?
The way he always does. Take them all, point them at a common foe.
That simple, huh?
Well, I mean, armies are easy enough to deal with when the bullets are flying. It's all the shit that comes after that you gotta worry about. Peacetime, when soldiers get bored, start getting ideas. I mean, that's when shit gets dangerous.
Okay, Sun Tzu. Let's cross that bridge when we get to it, huh?
You know why I like weapons? A weapon doesn't lie to you. A weapon is honest. Just like a horse.
Oh, yeah. That's some deep cowboy shit, man.
What I'm saying is that a weapon is like a mirror to your soul. When it's decided who you really are, when that moment arises, it will arise precisely because you have a gun in your hand.
Ah. Okay. Maybe you should see a head doctor, amigo. Because that shit makes no sense. See you around.
So what's this I hear about a training accident?
That would be Burgess, the sharpshooter. He's point man in the Mexico operation.
Huh. Got clipped by a ram or something?
The team trains with a battering ram to simulate the attack on Secretary Torres' motorcade. I don't know, I guess old Burgess had his head up his ass.
9 out of 10 accidents happen in the home.
They do say that. Anyway, the guy was lucky. Sprained his ankle, that's all. He'll be back in a couple.
So does Rose still supervise the training?
Sure, why?
Well, if we ever want to get rid of Rose without the boss knowing, I guess Burgess just taught us how.
I like your thinking. Tell Parvati, eh, man? It'll make her day.
What was that? Oh, you were at Jordan Cross's funeral, huh?
It was a thing of beauty. Whole team moving like clockwork. Perfect execution. Thomas Cross was off site before his guards even noticed.
Man, wish I could have been there. So who's this next target?
Gustavo Torres, Mexican Secretary of the Interior, one of the enemy's top operatives in Latin America. Rose wants a classic motorcade attack, harsh, loud, and fast. So we ram Torres' vehicle, then lay down suppressive fire while Burgess, the point man, takes out Torres and his entourage.
All right, sounds like a plan.
So what's your assignment?
Berlin, I think, with Raynard. That's all I know. Honestly, as long as I can get to hunt down one of those fat cat assholes, I don't even care.
Hear, hear.
I have to say, it's a beautiful piece of work.
For a murderous death trap.
Well, you know, art comes in many guises. Swords can be beautiful, guns too. And this bomb, I mean, have you seen how tiny it is? Looks like a smartwatch battery. It's so fully integrated with the hardware that most laymen could take it apart and never even notice. Sean Rose might be an uptight, self-righteous prick, but he is a true artist.
Fine, he's an artist, but he's still a bloody coward. Bomb makers. Never liked them, never will.
That is Maya Parvati, Sri Lankan assassin turned pirate turned insurgent.
Looks like you're gonna be here all night, if this is the pace you're setting for yourselves. Mexico is close, but not that close. This is an important part of the mission. Torres, remember? Get it done.
Got it, man. I'll try to improve.
Yeah.
You're a beauty now.
Mogadishu, huh? Hell of a baptism by fire, man.
You're telling me.
I'm impressed. Of course, you don't hold a candle to Maya Parvati, the training director.
Yeah, I was wondering about her. Indian?
Sri Lankan. Get this. She used to be an assassin and gun runner for the Tamil Tigers. Her father was one of their leaders. Then, when the Tigers disbanded in '09, Parvati took work as a freelance pirate in the South China Sea. For, guess who? None other than the Maelstrom.
Ah, colorful.
Yeah, and then a grenade took her arm. That was the end of it. Happened during an attack on a Hampson oil freighter.
How do you know that?
I worked security on that freighter. I fired the shell.
You did what? Jesus, does she know?
Uh-huh. When I first got here, Parvati walked right up to me. You know what she said? Good shot.
Right. Well, that settles it. I'm in love.
So, I just found out that Parvati was a Tamil tiger. Those were some seriously hard people. I'm beginning to see how she got so rough around the edges.
That's only half of it. She was raised by mercs and was allegedly one of the best assassins in all of South Asia. After the Tigers disbanded, she went off to become a pirate.
You're kidding.
Nope. Ravaged the South China Sea with that maelstrom pirate boss who hijacked a TI-class supertanker.
Is that where she lost the arm?
Crazy shit. Can you believe she lost that to a grenade fired by one of the guys here? Happened before the boss gathered us all up. Some raid on a Hampson oil freighter. It's crazy shit.
That's an awkward reunion right there, man.
I'm back.
Well, well, our very own punching bag. Any broken bones?
Wounded pride, that's all.
Good to hear. All right, head over to the briefing area. We'll resume in a moment. Rose, Pravati, the point man is back in action. That's your prerogative. Fine, we'll be waiting. All right, people, let's get to it. Burgess is back. We're finally ready to make this happen. I expect you all to know this by heart. But in case amnesia has set in, here's the sequence. Advance to the car with haste. Eliminate the passengers. Retrieve the briefcase. Extract. Got that? And remember, speed and accuracy is the name of the game. All right. Now go pick up your weapons and get in position. Move out! Rose.
Parvati, please proceed. Pretend I'm not here.
Not a problem. All right, let's go again. On your marks. Ready, set, execute. The documents and extract.
Don't save your ammo on this guy! Weapons release on my command! Go! Fire at will!
Team's overall performance was passable. Good speed and accuracy, but coordination needs to improve. The point is to build up muscle memory. A perfect sequence of synchronized motion. You need to be able to pull this off sleeping.
Passable. Your point man was spectacular. He'd make an excellent assassin. The rest of the team needs to work a lot harder to meet my standards. Let's go again.
Yes, sir.
Come on!
Nicely done, 47. 2 flies with 1 swat. Maya Parvati is down. Good work.
Get him! Shoot him! Now!
JHQ Delta 49er.
We're on hold.
Command, we might have a situation. I'll check the perimeter. Over. good. Standing down.
Don't crawl in there. That's stupid.
That is Ezra Berg, former Mossad interrogator. His services are in demand at the moment.
It's quite bewildering that his responses aren't more enhanced. I'm sure the dosage is right. I don't want to paralyze him. Maybe a different mixture? Yes, that might be the thing.
Sir, I need you to stop doing that. Those places are not for human beings.
Ezra Berg has been eliminated. Good work, 47.
What the?
And look what they've done with the house. That's not right. If my old man had been alive, he'd run those dicks out in the street with a shotgun.
True. They could have handled the situation better.
Pops was a hard man, you know? I mean, he really told it like it was. He'd always say, ain't no problem the Bible and a shotgun can't solve. That's just the way he was, you know? How these people treat his house. It's messed up, man. They're lucky the old man's not around, I'll tell you. He'd kick their ass and take their frickin' names.
Oh, I'm sure they're on our team. Anyway, don't let it get to you. Okay? See you later.
That is Penelope Graves, acclaimed anti-terror analyst. Strange to see her as part of this crowd.
Penelope Graves, we need to talk.
You're... what is this?
I'll explain everything at the slurry pit. It will be in your best interest to do as I say.
I understand. I'll see you there.
Miss Graves, you are being recruited back into Interpol as an insider.
What? Who are you anyway? How did you find me?
That is not important. Think about this carefully. You could provide us with valuable intel. If you cooperate, the agency will overlook your unfortunate transgression.
And what if I refuse, huh? If I scream and get the guards here?
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Might prove unhealthy. I'll give you a few moments to think about it.
Good work, 47. This should give her something to think about.
Okay, listen guys, I appreciate your dedication, but please can you just let me have some alone time? I've got to focus and it's not easy with an entourage, okay? Thank you. Think, Graves. How did they get to you? Flight out of Lyon under assumed name. Passport provided through Delgado and that Vanisher guy. I mean, it looked clean. Changed clothes at JFK and again at Denver International. Charred the passport after leaving the hotel. Burner phone was dropped before I left the flight. It can't possibly be that. Diplomatic car out of Denver. Nothing unusual about the bus ride. Met up with Hall in the middle of nowhere. Burned everything. I saw her do it. There's no way. Hackers erased everything here day one. No money, no paper trails, no digital signatures. It's just not possible.
That's all targets taken care of, 47. Now gain access to the tornado shelter.
Hi.
You're saying that thing made Ezra Berg's interrogation mask?
That's what it does. It's a 3D printer. It prints things in, wait for it, 3 dimensions.
I know what it does. I just have a hard time grasping it. Could we print out our own weapons?
Sure. Maybe a small gun for something really specific. There's beautiful tech for assassins, but old school weapons are still cheaper and more reliable.
So I hear Rose had his own face scan for 3D masking after he saw Berg's mask. One of the hackers keeps the facial data on his laptop.
He probably needs it for some kind of operation.
Or he just wants to keep it for himself.
Wearing a mask of yourself. That takes narcissism to a whole new level. You daft shit.
Hello, Trooper.
Who?
The guy Ezra Berg has tied up in the interrogation room. He's one of the enemy's couriers.
Heralds. They call themselves heralds, posh bastards. The enemy uses them to communicate with their in-world operatives, just so there's no direct contact.
The boss got one of them in Johannesburg, didn't he? Shot him dead in an underground car park. So why keep this one alive?
The interrogator, Ezra Berg, has a way with people. He's got more drugs than God out there in his makeshift lab. I'm willing to bet the dapper little shit knows more than he's leading on. Berg will make him talk.
Heralds. I have to admit, it's got a ring to it.
Power off. Okay.
You, go check that out. Move.
Got it.
Green to go.
Sure.
So last night was interesting.
Oh, right. You were doing that bomb trigger for Rose. How's it work exactly?
Yeah, so Rose is building an explosive battery unit for a Link 4 smartwatch.
All right, for the next target. It's this Devereaux guy?
Right. But Rose wants to control the time of detonation, so I designed this software trigger, works by email. Devereaux checks it, the virus infects the watch, triggers the charge, and boom.
Well, that is hardcore. Man, these people don't piss about.
Yeah, well, still beats working at a bank. Keep being vigilant, soldier.
That really scared me.
Why am I doing this? Don't we have security to deal with situations like this?
Another one. Oh, do tell.
Tidy like a Japanese garden, right? Anyway, someone knocked a pen off center, and he just went full OCD. Had to go outside and chain smoke half a pack before he calmed down. Seriously, 1 pen.
Best one yet. Okay, so what do we have? Desk, offsetting grandfather clock. Right.
The plot thickens.
Someone left in a hurry.
Sean Rose was not the Shadow Client. That much is clear. Whoever commands the militia, they got out just in time. Look around, 47. We're getting closer.
Someone's done their homework.
Look how far it dates back. Hayamoto, Beldingford, Delvade. The Shadow Client has been tracking you for decades.
Now, how is that possible?
It isn't. Every one of those missions were branded as unsolved or accidents. He must have been looking for a pattern, a certain MO, which would mean...
He knows me.
Well, at least this shortens the list.
Some kind of network. Power players. From all sectors.
Familiar faces, too. Thomas Cross. Klaus Strandberg. Ether. And that's missing banker Eugene Cobb. Well, well.
There's a name. Providence.
What? No. No, it can't be.
The Hidden Hand. Thought they were a myth.
A hypothesis, nothing more. The idea that a small cabal of kingmakers, controlling enough corporate and political leaders, could effectively run the world in secret.
Maybe not so hypothetical.
Keep looking, 47. We need full disclosure.
Found something.
Sodas? But that would mean... Providence has infiltrated ICA. And Eric Sodas is their operative. Bastard! It all fits. He was the one who persuaded the rest of the ICA board to greenlight this operation. This changes everything. Get out, 47. We got what we came for.
What about the Shadow Client?
He is no longer our primary concern. ICA has been compromised. I always always wondered if Providence was real, but I never actually. I will need to confer with the board, but mark my words, 47. This will have consequences.
Rose is gone.
It was me, wasn't it? They tracked me. I don't believe it. I took every precaution.
Rose knew the risks. They all do. You did well, Olivia. I am proud of you. Now listen. The ICA knows about you. They kept you alive because they needed you, and now they don't. We won't talk again. Not until the storm is over.
I don't like it. This man, you know what he's capable of. You need to end this now.
I ran away as a boy. My friend and I. Away from that place. We came upon a small farming community. The people were dirt poor, but this woman, she took us in. We were awakened the next morning by the shots. A dozen people lay face down in the snow. Our warden didn't like to leave witnesses. They shot the woman and her family last. They made sure that we watched the whole thing. This is your gift, the warden told us. Your gift and your curse. Touching lives only by ending them.
You know him.
Better than anyone.